Welcome to your Ethereum News Roundup. Here's your latest for Tuesday, November 28th, 2023. Core developers initiate the Prague and Electra meta thread. EigenLayer increases its operator limit. The Ethereum Foundation opens the Next Billion Fellowship Cohort 4. And Chainlink staking version 0.2 goes live. All this and more starts right now. Gitcoin Grants 19 is now live. If you'd like to support this podcast, please consider donating by visiting ethdaily.io/Gitcoin. Ethereum core developer Tim Bako initiated a meta thread for the Prague and Electra network upgrade, the next upgrade after Denkun. The meta thread is designed to be a central place for developers to discuss and determine EIPs for inclusion and to define the overall scope for the upgrade. Bako proposed to use meta EIPs to streamline the tracking of EIPs that are part of network upgrades. To address scattered and duplicated EIP documentation, Bako suggests a single meta EIP for tracking both execution layer and consensus layer changes in coupled upgrades. For decoupled upgrades, separate EIPs would be maintained. The Electrog upgrade, which consists of the execution layer upgrade named Prague, which is named after DEFCON cities, and the consensus layer upgrade named Electra, which is named after stars, is expected to include EIPs for EOF and Virtual trees. EigenLayer increased its Stage 2 testnet operator capacity from 30 to 60. Operators are key network participants that manage nodes, validate transactions for actively validated services, and receive delegated stakes. The Stage 2 testnet, launched last week, allows operators to register and select AVSs to validate. Earlier this week, Google Cloud joined as a network operator. The Stage 2 testnet also introduced EigenDA as the first actively validated service. Developers can now incorporate EigenDA into their rollups, and restakers on the Goerli testnet can delegate stakes to operators. The top 60 operators by delegated stake are now eligible to validate EigenDA. The Stage 2 mainnet launch is anticipated in the first half of 2024, with Stage 3 also set for 2024, which will expand support for actively validated services. The Ethereum Foundation is now accepting applications for its fourth cohort of the Next Billion Fellowship. The fellowship is a 6-month non-technical apprenticeship that supports individuals working on a personal project that uses Ethereum to empower a better future. The key requirement for applicants is being able to publicly represent and share their work with the community. Next Billion Fellowship provides access to relevant experts, resources from the Ethereum Foundation, and financial support. The program will host office hours for applicants on December 6th and on January 9th. Applications are open between now and January 15th of 2024. And lastly, Chainlink launched staking version 0.2 on mainnet. An upgrade featuring a modular design, an unbonding mechanism, enhanced security, a raised staking cap, and a dynamic rewards system. Current version 0.1 stakers have the opportunity to migrate their link to version 0.2 until December 7th. General access for staking opens for all users on December 11th, allowing anyone to stake up to 15,000 link, assuming capacity remains. The maximum limit for deposits in the pool is set to 45 million link. Over 10 million link tokens, currently valued at about $155 million, has already been deposited into the V0.2 pool. In other news, Axiom launches version 2 on testnet, and Fire introduces the Transaction of the Day campaign. This has been a roundup of today's top news stories in Ethereum. You can support this podcast by subscribing and following us on Twitter at ETHDaily. Also subscribe to our newsletter at ethdaily.io. Thanks for listening. We'll see you tomorrow.